Okay, at this point you have formatted the SD card and put the Raspbian operating system onto it. You've already taken it out of your USB card reader and formatted it and put Raspbian on it. So now what you need to do is you need to place this little SD card inside of your Raspberry Pi. So if you can see there are some pins that are going to read this, and the pins on that have to touch the pins there. So we're going to put this in and gently press that in to where it's seated. If you have a certain Raspberry Pi, it might be spring-loaded. I think I've talked to students if you've got a spring-loaded one, but that just basically seats like that. Some of the other things that we have to do, we have to be able to give input into the microcomputer. So input would be using these USB that's connected to a mouse and a keyboard. We also have to have output. So the output would be right there, an HDMI cable. So you can see the HDMI cable is going to plug in. That's going to go right to our monitor. And finally, we have to give power. So this tiny little cable, if you have a tiny little cable in your box, you can use that by just connecting it to the side of your laptop. And then you'll go plug that into the Raspberry Pi for power. As soon as I plug this in, sorry, it's hard to do this with the camera here. As soon as I plug that in, you're going to notice that it starts blinking with green, and then the screen is going to give those colors. If those colors come up, you're good to go. Follow the directions in the OneNote and you should be all set. To reverse this, or to take your Raspberry Pi apart at the end, you want to click on the Raspberry Pi in the top left-hand corner and say shut down. This particular Raspberry Pi has already been formatted, so I'll go ahead and show you how you shut down. Up in the top left-hand corner, I'm using that command right there. Come down here to log out and just click shut down. And when you click shut down, that's going to shut down your Raspberry Pi, and when your light stops blinking, you can unplug everything, including taking out your SD card. So that's done blinking right now. And I can take out my SD card, put that back into my box, my little container, and then you can just connect all of these different parts of your Raspberry Pi and put them back into your box. Thanks very much for watching.